Autocross is a great entry-level motorsport. It allows you to safely test the limits of you and your car. However, that leaves the question of what type of car is best for racing in autocross. Should you focus on horsepower or being lightweight? Do you want a car as short as possible or do you want one that's longer? Should you get a car that's aerodynamic or can you get away with having a flying brick? That's why in this video I'm going to go over what I think are some of the best cars to race in autocross. Starting with number 5, the Nissan 350Z. The 350Z comes with a 3.5-liter V6 that makes 287 horsepower and 268 foot-pounds of torque. This is paired with a good weight distribution between the front and rear wheels, as well as a crisp 6-speed manual transmission. Additionally, it's largely supported in the aftermarket community, with different types of mods you can do for any type of build you want to make. Whether that be a drift build, a track monster, or something to show off at the local car event. And even if you don't want to do any modifications on it, it is still a well-handling car with fairly decent power right out of the box. The biggest downside is that it's a fairly heavy car. At 1,400 to 1,600 kilograms, it's the heaviest car on this list, especially when compared to the 4th place car, which is the Toyota GT86/Subaru BRZ/Scion FRS. These three cars have a 2-liter flat-4 engine that makes around 200 to 220 horsepower. Additionally, because of having a perfect 50-50 weight distribution between the front and rear and only weighing around 1,200 to 1,300 kilograms, they have an edge over the Z in terms of handling in corners. And while the Z might have the advantage on the straights, that won't make much of a difference in autocross where most of the course is tight, twisty corners that require precision and handling. And if you do want more horsepower from your GT86, there are many mods that you can do due to the large aftermarket community that it has, including turbo kits or supercharger kits if you so desire. But sometimes your car will have too much horsepower for the amount of traction it has, especially with a rear-wheel drive car like an 8.6 or a 350Z, and in that case you may want to get a 4-wheel drive car, like the next car on this list, number 3. The Mitsubishi Evo/Subaru WRX. These two cars are very similar. They are both 4-wheel drive, 4-door sedans that have 4-cylinder turbo engines. A lot of 4s involved in it. They are both built for rallying and they competed against each other in the World Rally Championship at the same time. Because they both have turbochargers and all-wheel drive systems, they are able to accelerate and corner very hard, even in poor conditions like the rain. Either one of these cars would be great at autocross, and the main reason why you would choose between either one of them is because of personal preference of which car you like. One advantage they have over some of the other cars in this list is that because they have all-wheel drive and 4 seats, they are able to be used as daily drivers. The next car on this list can also be used as a daily driver, which is number 2. The Honda Civic is one of the most popular cars for car enthusiasts because of its lightweight body, nimble handling, and practicality. And because they have sold over 27 million units across 11 generations, there are no shortage of parts to give for them. The Honda Civic has one of the largest aftermarkets of any car, with you being able to do pretty much any mod you want to it. You can LS swap it, you can turbocharge it, you can put in a different Honda engine, you can get an all-wheel drive system from a CR-V, and more. Now, before we talk about the final car on this list, I want to go over a few honorable mentions for cars that would also be good at autocross that you could buy. Volkswagen Golf, similar to the Honda Civic in it being a practical hatchback that's fun to drive and has lots of aftermarket support. Volkswagen Jetta, similar to the Volkswagen Golf, with the main difference being that it's a sedan instead of a hatchback. The Ford Mustang. It's so popular and has been made for so long that pretty much anything you can think of doing to it has probably already been done. On a similar note, you can get the Chevy Camaro for pretty much the exact same reason. The Chevy Corvette has been competing with high-end sports cars from Europe such as the Porsche 911 for years now and has even made people question what the definition of a supercar is. The Toyota MR2. It's a lightweight, mid-engine, rear-wheel drive sports car. The Honda Fit. You certainly won't be the fastest car on the course, but with its lightweight body and nimble handling, you're certainly going to have the most fun. The Nissan 370Z. It's similar to the 350Z but with a bigger engine to make more horsepower than the previous gen. Pretty much any BMW M car. They were originally built for winning races and they have kept that performance for all of these years. But be careful which version you buy because some of them, such as the V10 models, are very unreliable. The Mazda RX-8, a lightweight, well-balanced, rotary-powered sports car, and because it has technically 4 seats, it's practical too. The Porsche Boxster and Cayman, they are both mid-engine, rear-wheel drive sports cars made by Porsche. However, if you want better performance, the Cayman is better because it has a stiffer chassis due to the roof, where the Boxster is a convertible. All of these cars and more would be great for autocross, but my personal pick for the number one best car is the Mazda Miata. The Miata is one of the best-selling sports cars in the world and my personal favorite car because of its lightweight body, its well-balanced chassis, and its incredible driver feel that makes it great for autocross. Because it's so popular among car enthusiasts and so fun to drive, it has one of the largest aftermarket communities of any car, with almost endless possibilities of modifications to do to them. You can turbocharge them, you can supercharge them, you can engine swap them out for a K series or even an LS engine. If you want to put on a wide-body kit, there are numerous different options for them. If you really want to go crazy, you can take apart the body and turn the Miata into an exo set. And these are all mods that are supported by kits. If you want to be ambitious and do something on your own, there are plenty of choices too. For example, a YouTuber named Gingium has made an all-wheel drive Subaru STI swap Miata for off-roading. Some people have even managed to squeeze V12 engines into Miatas before. So that's why I believe that Miatas are the best cars for autocross. But what do you guys think? Comment down below what you guys would drive for autocross and feel free to subscribe if you like the video for more content.